Oscar gives Tommy some bad cat. I am Melton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter. I get to make parables. And this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy, the no-arm Chinese fellow. How did he get to be missing both arms? Being blindly obedient. They loved that on the Oriental streets in a Chinese unseen business. He was told by his boss Wu as a test of loyalty to stick his right arm into this wood chipper Wu had for him there. And he slowly fit that right arm into the wood chipper. The left arm saw what was going on, was of course surprised, and jumped off. They had this written agreement. Tommy's right arm, righty, rid it up himself. They tote stuff for Tommy. They zip up, they button up, they wave, they hitchhike, they do the nasty stuff, they pick noses, they wipe butts in the bathroom. And in return, Tommy does not chip them up. It was right there in Righty's handwriting. Tommy, however, broke the agreement. Lefty saw that the agreement was being broken, and he jumped off. That's a wise thing to do if you are a left arm, or anything that can resemble a left arm, to anything being a right arm. You see something bad happen to somebody just like you, where you work, where you live, jump off. Don't let it happen to you. A lefty's doing fairly well, except for a little circulation problem. The body has the heart. He's going to Vegas quite often. He's a very good gambler, with the one-armed bandit in particular. He's also got a hand modeling career going on. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. He's still sore about Righty getting chipped up, though. Tommy, however, he's doing well despite being stupid. Don't count on this happening to you if you stick your arm in a wood chipper, but he got a promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. He also won his girlfriend's heart. He's always been scaly. He's always talked with a harsh lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. I told you, Tommy is Chinese. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance. He won Rhea's heart, snaked his way in between her and whoever she was dancing with. He's been there ever since. He's living at his house. She's planning to get married. And Tommy won her over to Cat. Yes, Orientals, they love the cats and the dogs. No, not as pets. As dinner. And Tommy had always been going to the Cat's Got Your Tongue and wanting some more. And when he had his arms, he'd do a lot of cat hunting. And you can't buy ground cat or cat chops at the grocery store. You have to take in. They give you a discount at the Cat's Got Your Tongue and want some more. Katie does. And yes, the 10th Life, another spin-off of the Cat's Got Your Tongue. Cats have 9 lives, the 10th is dinner. And also on the catwalk, kind of a strip club kind of thing, where they serve cat. She gave, Tommy a little discount. He brought the cat in, but yeah, Katie's given her, Katie, the cat cook, a run for her money. She's called up her grandpa in Alabama, who's got a lot of exotic southern recipes like porcupine and badger and skunk and otter and vulture. It turns out the recipes for beaver work particularly well for cat. So she just has her grandpa in Alabama send her all kinds of cat recipes, and she cooks up some nice cat for her and Tommy. And Tommy goes out on his day off and tries to, hunt some cat. Goes down those alleyways. He's got the folks at work getting cat for him. The cat recall center. Yeah, they get the list of who's bought a cat lately. At pet stores and stuff like that. And they call him up and say, "Does your cat purr?" "Oh, too bad. Come in. We'll give you a voucher." Oh, he doesn't care. He's got a promotion. "We'll give you a voucher and you can go get your new cat and give us that old broken one." And he's got them calling, but he's got a real good appetite for cat. And he's also had a kind of a working relationship with Oscar the vet. If you recall one parable of these Tami parables, I'm the son of carpenter, I get to make parables. If you recall one of those, Tommy had the cat carrier over his neck, no arms, he can't carry it. And he went to the back of the vet's and knocked on the door with his head. That's all he can do. And Oscar had given poor little girl bad news about Curtains, the curtain climbing cat. And he said, "This is too bad. There's nothing I can do for her." And he got the bill for the little girl's dad, and he's also selling the cat out the back to Tommy. And Tommy's been going back to him, and that's what he's doing today. He's on his way home, and he knocks on the back door, and it opens. And he looks around, he doesn't see the vet, doesn't see the assistant. Apparently they'd gone out for lunch or something, had been working hard all day. And left the place, forgot about Tommy coming by to 3:39. Get the cat? And Tommy looks around and he sees this one cat. He thinks that must be it. This is great. He figured the vet had already whacked the cat. For those of you with little girls or little boys, kids that like to have pet cats, don't let them watch my Tommies. Okay, I'm just warning you out front. It's hard to get you to pick up your phone and. Oh, I always say, don't write me letters if you're a cat lover, because they're going to be stolen. If you're going to write me letters, make videos of those letters, because I'm the guy, very seriously, very really. No cartoon Tommy here asking for Flight 93 checks of America's Lifelines for over 9 years, not getting one. You make that video with your phone right now, whoever's in the room there with you, their phone not working, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, you can go to youtube.com/DNFD series, DNFD, SERIES, and you can see. I need to make one. I hope to make it after the first of the month. I'm busy paging my stuff until after maybe the first few days of the month. But I hope to make a video the past 6 months. You can find those files at those sites. Vote-truth.blogspot.com, daffodilly.blogspot, christcomplexlinks.blogspot.com. Christ Complex links you can find links to 9 years or more of YouTube's with me asking for Flight 93 checks. At a 911 Flight 93 check is you calling me, seeing that your phone's not allowed to work all the time. I don't know if it's because you're a real Christian or because you not the big name in business, or you live in the wrong place. I don't know why. I'm suspecting religious censorship affecting our lifelines because they just placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. I'm suspecting that, but I don't know. Because when you try to call me, tell me what you believe, it doesn't have to be something here in church. Yeah. When you call to ask what I mean, just what you personally believe. What I mean by Jesus' Immaculate House, when you call up and can't reach me, that's religious censorship. Kind of can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. Didn't look right, wasn't right. Man grew up in Africa to be president of America. They don't call him Hussein unless they're Muslim, guys. Oh, don't take my word for it. That's what I got from the professor when I Googled. Yeah, I think it's religious censorship. It's lifeline censorship for sure. Make that video of America's hijacked lifelines right now. Turn around, let the guy in the room there with you make the video of your hijacked lifeline. Print out those big fives. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. Some of you out there, as I say, all police stations across America, try to call me right now. Make the video of the police station's phone not working. The fire station's phone not working. The military base across America and around the world not working as you try to call me. See that phone you're making a video of is every child in America's lifeline, and protect that child by making a video of being hijacked. Where it gets to the point where they can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. Part of that religious censorship continued that attacked us with 9/11. Now, let me get back to my fun attention-getting parable getting you to do that. Call me up and tell me how bad cat eating is. I agree. I like the cows myself. They don't purr. Just go moo every once in a while. Anyway, Tommy sees the cat not moving. He said, great, Oscar did this one in already. I don't have to. Yeah, that's the part Rhea hates. And Tommy, he will, when he catches a cat, he has to catch it with his mouth. In those alleyways, he'll sling it up because it can scratch its belly and all that. He'll sling it up against the side of a house or perhaps a brick fence or something until the cat stops, yowling and scratching. And then he, proudly carries that cat home, and lots of folks along the way say, look at that Chinese fellow with no arms is trying to eat a cat. Alive. Well, at least without a skin in the cat. Or cooking it. But, yeah, Tommy, he thinks this is great. He's already done the cat in. So he turns the cat carrier. Oh, ladies, I'm not forgetting you. Turns that cat carrier on its side, and he drops the, picks the cat up with his mouth. Has a funny taste to it, but drops it in. The cat carrier reaches down, goes through the loop, and he carries that cat home. When folks ask about his cat not moving much, he says, oh, it's sleeping. And Bria skins the cat. She always does that alone because Tommy disagrees. He says start from the head. She starts from the tail, and it always leads to a big argument. She prepares that cat, uses a new recipe from her grandpa, and she says as they're eating, this cat tastes funny, Tommy. And he says, oh yeah, a rare variety, I'm sure. And yeah, for some reason, it was a weekend for them. They got 2 days off, and the next 2 days, that's the Mormons. That Spectrum's active participation in America's hijacked lifelines telling me this is a very good parable. Thanks. Go drive past Targets on one side, then you see the Shell station, then you see me as you go into York and Eagle Rock Boulevard. And right after this very slim apartment complex, you'll see Spectrum. And yeah, they will just, as part of religious censorship, their active participation in it, they'll just turn the thing in reverse often. I think they pay employees just for that purpose because they got to put their, leave it and leave their foot on the brake and all that. But you see, it's a very small parking lot. They don't need to back up that much. It is exactly what I say. It is their active participation in religious censorship. So when the Mormons and the Spectrum folks come to your house, oh, you don't even have to do this. You don't want to do the Geraldo thing with a video camera or a... They're invading your house, guys. Video camera or audio maker. You don't even have to do that. But just ask them. What do you know about this man, John Milton Brady? Not getting one Flight 93 check in over 9 years in your church or your Fraud of the Faith church and your Time Warner Cable changing their name to Spectrum company. Top name in their business, probably because of religious censorship, probably because of lifeline censorship, gating of good companies' livelihoods. Try to call me if you're a cable company that's not Spectrum and see for yourself. 424-229-4140. They can reach me by phone. I've had to call them up every once in a while. They've called me up. Ask them. Well, first, all you folks with cable companies across America, try to call me and see your Gates livelihood. You can't tell me, here's a great cable company, move to our part of the country, and you can get some nice cable or internet. You can't do that. That's your Gates livelihood. If you're not the big name in your business, like Gates is a big name in computer industry, Spectrum in internet and cable. If you're not the big name, maybe that's why. Because when you call me, you're going to get something boring, a phone ringing, error message, busy signal. If you get to leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID. So next time you're calling up 1,000 other customers, countless other customers, you get that boring thing. You don't know if they're not there, or if, I have to switch, my muscles are sore. Or if that's your Gates livelihood, your Spectrum livelihood. So make a video. And yeah, ask them when those Fraud of a Faith church folks, Lori, like I call them, because Lori's a personal knife in the back from my family. When they knock on your door, ask them how you reach this man by phone. When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you're actively taking part in? Get their reaction post. Ask Spectrum's employees when they come to your house to install or fix your cable or internet. Ask him, what do you know about this? I've watched some of his parables, and for such a small parking lot next door, you sure seem to have a lot of cars backing up during the middle of his parables, his video parables. Get the reaction post. Now back to Tommy. They're both puking, and Tommy has that problem. He's Oriental. And when he's puking, his hair kind of falls in a certain way. His face kind of, with the slanty eyes, kind of looks in a certain way. And he literally looks like a butthole. And it doesn't help that he kind of sounds like he's farting as he's puking. So Rhea's right next to him in the toilet there, puking herself because, tainted cat. The cat, did I not tell you that? The cat had been gassed. That's why it wasn't moving. So they're both puking. They're going to be puking their days off. So Tommy said, maybe your grandpa, bad recipe. And Rhea says, no, it is not the recipe. He says it works very good for beaver. So Tommy just goes back to fart puking. And Rhea's right beside him. Oh, these are last month's, and I'm hoping to get to this month's a little early. I've already started And there's like a deal on the coupon with it. And I have to watch my pennies. Coupon with it by the 10th, so I have to get it done quick of next month. So I hope to get this month's done by then, and I'm preparing them in the same way. The Lassie LA Street, LA skyline imagery, or just plain LA skyline, and also anything else like shadow imagery or bird imagery. I don't have any birds today, this month. I'm preparing it, and it's on its way, and of course the Saints are there too. I'll get to them tomorrow. But these are last months. I was all the way about the middle of the month by the time I got it. Remember to check your posting pipe, and yeah, in front of the Spectrum, in front of the Mormons, the Latter-day Saints in particular. And let me show you my eyes real quick. Medical research being passed by with your family's lifeline not working when you try to call me. So make a video of that. The one over that direction is from about 9 years ago, darker brown. This over here is about 5 years ago. And yeah, you can see the browner circles, the bluer eyes growing in. I'm doing a little genetic carpentry. Growing in through and around. Oh, did I not switch that? Let me go switch that quick. Well, it's already up to 21 minutes, almost 22. I got it prepared. I'm doing that genetic carpentry. Oh, look how organized. I'm going to get it even more organized. Got my Tommy's in there, and Hell on Earth stuff, and to be laminated, and getting real organized. I'm proud of it. But yeah, as y'all know, we got get the DNA from our parents, brown-eyed DNA or blue-eyed DNA, and I'm doing a little work on mine. I'm a son of a carpenter. I get to do that. Dad himself taught me. So since I'm running late, I'm going to take this over, show you my eyes in the bathroom there with my flashlight, and you'll see that the smaller, browner circles around the edge of the brown are missing, and the white part is around. Past half a year or so. A little under a year. I've been taking my vitamins, mega dose, stress tab vitamins. They get a little bit less than they used to have, from what I'm reading on the side of the carton, if I remember correctly. But yeah, since then, sometimes you don't even see brown at all. It looks all white there. And yes, that's genetic carpentry. That's medical research being passed by. Call up LAC USC Keck Medical. They could reach me by phone. They're no longer my doctor. Dr. Means is down the street. And some of the Adventist cult doctors can reach me by phone. I'm not fond of them. Ask them how they do that, and why are you in the way of medical research if you don't want to be a part of it. Come see me. Have Whitwell Travel showing the perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. Let me put you right there when you see someone other than me, my changing eyes in LA. In my imagery, the devil's people, Spectrum, and the Mormons. And the Great Wall of Chinese evil telling them what to do. When you see someone other than me, my changing eyes here, we started building. Be a part of it. Put yourself right there. Call me. See the Great Wall of Evil, and it's not hard to see me. I'm the only one in this apartment. There is a big door up front. Yell real loud. You have to yell over Spectrum. And come see me. Let me put you right there. Tell me about that best place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. Oh, I'll make you look cool with my imagery.